Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you all of my Security Breach custom action figures that I've made in the past 2 years. I'm going to order them from the oldest to newest. So for example, it'd be like Vanny first, Burntrap last, like that. But yeah, I thought I'd make this video because I was thinking of doing it for about 2 months, and I have a lot of Security Breach customs, and they've gotten pretty popular. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started on with it. Okay, so first up we have Vanny. She was the first ever Security Breach custom that I have made, and I think she's my second most accurate FNAF figure that I've made so far. Now, I did not make a video of me like actually creating this Vanny figure, because when I made this figure, I didn't actually have my YouTube channel yet, but I spent about 3 days working on her. I spent a lot of time working on this figure, and it definitely paid off because I think it looks really accurate to the game model, and it just looks really good. Now, some interesting things about it that are pretty important for the design of this figure is I used Glitchtrap's feet, because when I was looking at the model of Vanny, I realized that Glitchtrap's feet actually were a lot more accurate. So I used Glitchtrap's feet instead of her regular Vanny feet. Then for her arms and like forearm, like her hand and forearm right there, I used Glitchtraps too for that, because her hands needed to be a lot bigger. So fortunately, she cannot carry a knife in her hand now, but she doesn't have a knife in the game, so, you know, yeah. But other than that, I added some clay and sculpting around on her head, and to like get her mouth better, and it turned out great. Definitely my second most accurate FNAF figure that I've made so far, and it's definitely like one of my oldest. Now we have Shattered Roxanne Wolf. Now, this one I made quite a few months ago. I made it using a bootleg figure, and I'll have the links in the description for the video that I reviewed the bootlegs in, and also the video that I showed how to make this figure. But yeah, there really isn't that much to it. All I did was really just give her a repaint and stuff. I didn't do anything too special. I think she turned out really good though, because the mold was really nice, and I think I did a really nice paint job on her. Definitely one of my favorite Security Breach customs that I've made, and it just looks really accurate, I feel like. If I were to make this figure now, it'd probably look a lot better, but this was like probably 5 months ago or 6 months ago, so yeah. I think it turned out really nice though, and you guys seem to like it a lot. Now I'll get on to the next one. Alright, so now we have Glamrock Chica, well, Shattered Glamrock Chica, and yeah, I made this one after I made Roxanne Wolf. I think she turned out pretty good. She's not the best custom that I've made, that's for sure, but I think that it came out really nice. I think it looks good to Glamrock Chica. I definitely could have done a better job on it, but back then when I made this was like 5 months ago. Didn't have as much experience, and yeah, I just didn't know as much things as I do now. Unfortunately, I think that this custom is definitely the second best, like the second worst one of all my Security Breach customs, just because the bootleggers did a pretty bad job on the mold. Like with Shattered Roxanne here. And here's just like Shattered Roxanne Wolf here. The bootleggers did a pretty good job on the mold. I mean, it looks way better, but then Glamrock Chica, it's just the proportions are really messed up. So yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about this figure. I did cut off the beak and stuff, and I did paint her, which is obvious. Well, yeah. Now we have Shattered Montgomery Gator, and he's definitely a really nice one. Now, he did have like legs on before, which was weird, so I took off his legs, although I didn't add any like his wires and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of, I also added some clay onto his like face and head to just give him better proportions, and I added clay to his mohawk to make it look better. Now, personally, I think that Shattered Montgomery Gator is definitely my best Shattered custom that I've made. I don't know, I just think he looks a lot more accurate than my other two Shattered figures, and I just think he looks better overall. Anyways, that's all I have to say with Montgomery Gator here. I'll get on to the next one. Before I do that though, I'd appreciate if you guys subscribed and liked, because these customs took me a long time to make, and I put a lot of effort into them. And I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, which is my current goal. And yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll continue on with the video. Now we have Glamrock Bonnie. Now, Glamrock Bonnie here, I think I did a really nice job on. I think he has a lot of details in him, and I just think he looks really worn down and broken. Now, I did use a bootleg on this, just like the past 3 customs that I showed you, and they're all from the same video, so I'll have the link in the description down below again. But yeah, anyways, this custom is actually the first custom that I put a bunch of like realism into, and like a lot more detail. And so this really stepped up the game for most of my future customs ahead of it, and really, I learned a bunch of stuff about it. Anyways, there's not much to say. I know that this isn't accurate at all to how Glamrock Bonnie looks like in the game in Security Beats Ruin, but that's because this was made 5 or 6 months before Ruin even came out or was even announced. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I have to say about Glamrock Bonnie here. So I'll go on to move to the next one. Now we have Burntrap, which is, in my opinion, the best custom action figure that I have made so far. Now, he took me so long to make this guy, and I think it paid off. He looks great. I mean, I have really no problems with him. Maybe some of the colors can be better in his head sculpt, but like, other than that, I think he's great. But yeah, basically, I used an endoskeleton part from Radioactive Foxy, like his figure, and put it on his leg, his arm, and also his other arm, because it was just a lot easier to do that than to get a Dremel and save down his like arms and stuff. And then after that, I used an eraser for like these little things right here, and hot glue for his like fleshy parts, because it worked really well, because it actually feels like flesh, and it's pretty weird. I also used Lego pieces, like a Lego piece, Technic piece on his endo arm, just to give it, make it look more accurate, because he had that on his arm. I shaved down his forearm and his forearm on his other arm to make it look a bit thinner, and I also gave him some nails in some parts of his hand because he only had it in some parts. And I also made a clay foot, and I think it looks really nice. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this guy. He came out amazing, but he took me 10 hours straight to make, and I had to wake up at 8 in the morning to make this guy, and I ended at about 8 o'clock at night. For our final custom, we have Eclipse from the Ruined Security Beats DLC. Now, this guy I think came out amazing looking. He looks really bright and like colorful, but also he looks broken and like stuff. I think he looks really accurate to how he does look in the game, and I don't really have any problems with him. Yeah, but yeah, I don't really have any problems with this guy. I think he looks pretty good. That's his endo leg. It's kind of hanging off because the ball joint and stuff kind of cracked because of the Dremel, but you know, it's fine. I think he looks really amazing. I love his withering, especially that one, because it's like actually made a hole. It's actually, you can see like in there, it's kind of hollow. But yeah, I think I did a really nice job on this guy. A bunch of you are saying I should have used Moon's legs and stuff for like the parts that are Moon. But here's the thing, that would have, first of all, it would have cost me more money to do that, and I also would have had to waste 2 figures to make that. But also, I did do that. Well, I didn't buy another figure, but I just tested it out before I bought an extra Sun figure, and it did not look good at all. It looked horrible. It looked like a 5-year-old drawing. So yeah, don't need to type that in the comments. Anyways, guys, that is all for today's video. Thank you a lot for watching all the way to the end, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And please like and subscribe again. It helps me out a lot, and I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers. These guys took me a lot of work and effort to make. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video in about 3 days. Peace out, guys.